to wherever we left, then we'll continue. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्रे येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वक्ति कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकराः दुर्योधन आवत्तिनि सहा उत्तीर्ण खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवातकः केशवः पराशर्यवचं सरोजमगल अमलं गीतार्थसङ्गन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानकेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैः अहरह पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनश्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रम उपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। This is visible, well, Swami?
Yes, visible, sir. Visible, visible.
Okay, thank you. ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रम उपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं सुरासुरगणाः न विदुः देवाय तस्मै नमः। अर्जुन विषादयोगः। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम् अकुर्वत सञ्जय। सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तथा आचार्यमुपसङ्गम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं चमूं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुनसमायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः दुष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च सभ्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्त उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः अस्माकं तु विशिष्टा ये तान् विधोत्तम नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञात् तं तान् अब्रवीत् भवान् भीष्म च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिश्च तथैव च अन्ये च बहवः शूराः मदार्थे त्यक्तजीविताः नानाशास्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः अपार्यप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्मैः रक्षितं पर्याप्तं तु इदं एतेषां बलं भीमाभिः रक्षितम् अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागमवस्थिताः भीष्म मेऽधिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि तस्य सञ्जन्यर्हर्षं कुरुवृद्धपितामहः सिंहनादं विनद्योच्चैः शङ्खं दद्भौ प्रतापवान् ततः शङ्का च भीर्या च पणवानकगोमुखाः सहैसैवाभ्यहन्यश्च सहशब्दस्तुमुलोऽभवत् ततः श्वेतैर्हरैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवाश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्कौ प्रदग्मतुः पाञ्चजन्यं ऋषिकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रं दद्भौ महाशङ्खं भीमकर्मवृकोदरः अनन्तविजयं राजा कुन्तीपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः नकुलः सहदेवाश्च सुघोष्य मणिपुष्पकौ काश्यप च परमेश्वरः शिखण्डी च महारथः दुष्टद्युम्नो विराट च सात्यकी च पराजितः द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वश पृथिवीपते सौभद्र च महाबाहुः शङ्कान् दद्मुः पृथक् पृथक् स घोषो धार्तराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यधारयत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलो व्यनुनादयन् अथ व्यवस्थिता दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुर्यम्य पाण्डव ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदमाह महीपते अर्जुन उवाच सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युत यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुकामानवस्थितान् तैः मया सह योद्धवान् योध्यस्य योद्धुकामानवस्थितान् तैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम् अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे. So here Arjuna tells Krishna, O Kesava, you please park our Ratha in between the two armies. The two armies are standing face to face, and Senayor Ubhayor Madhye, in between the both the Senas, Ratam Stapaya Me Achyuta, my Ratam Stapaya, you please park it, Achyuta, O Achyuta, Yavadyeta Niriksheham. Now I want to see Yod Kamam Avastitan. Who are the people who want to fight with me? Kaihi Mahasah Yodavyam Asmin Rana Samudyate. In this war, who are the people who want to fight with me? योत्स्यमानानवेक्षेऽहं य एतेऽत्र समागताः दाष्टराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धेर्युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षः. The ill-gotten or the uh, Yod Samanam with the object of fighting, Avekshaya, I observe, Yaha, who are these people? Samagataha, assembled, Dashtarashtrasya, Durbuddhehe, of the evil-minded Dhritarashtra, Yuddhe Priya Chikirshha, wishing to please. So who are the fellows who are willing to fight for this sinful, what we call evil-minded Dhritarashtra and fight against us? I want to see. So Sanjay Uvacha एवमुक्तो ऋषिकेशो गूढाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम् भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखात् सर्वेषां च महीक्षितम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुनिति. This is something very interesting. Arjuna is a fighter and Krishna is a charioteer. So actually, the charioteer has to obey Krishna, obey the what you call the driver of the chariot has to obey the man who is sitting in the chariot. That is the protocol. And here, the fellow who is driving the chariot is none other than Krishna, the Paramatma. And Arjuna is commanding Krishna, you take the chariot and you place park it between the Senayor Ubhayor Madhye. Senayoho, armies, Ubhayoho, both Madhye, between the armies, Stapayitva Ratotama. This noble Ratha, you park it. So, Krishna implicitly obeys Arjuna's command. Here, no, nothing like, who are you to command me? I am Krishna, you are Arjuna. No, whatever role Krishna wants to play, he plays it perfectly. The charioteer has to respect the person is sitting in the chariot and he obeys it. That is the beauty of Krishna. That is, uh, you will see in Vishnu Sahasranama, one of the Nama is Amani Manado Manyo Loka Swami Triloka Drika Amani. That is, he does not have this sort of what you call self proclamation. That is, he is not. He is absolutely humble. He does not have that ego. I am Amani. So here he displays that Amanitvam, whatever is his humility. he displays it here. Okay. Eva mukto Hrishikesho Udakeshana Bharata Eva mukto, thus told Hrishikeshaha. Hrishikesha means it is Krishna. It means the one who is the master of the senses. Udakesha is the name of Arjuna. It means that he who has conquered sleep. Bharata. He's telling Bharata. Here Bharata means Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is telling Bharata. Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Stapayitva Ratottamam. Having parked the Ratha in between the two Sainyas, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitaam Uvacha Partha Pasya Yetan Samavetan Kurumiti. Here, this is something interesting. Arjuna is already there. He looking at the whole Sainya, okay? And Krishna is sort of triggering him. He says, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha. The great souls, especially he mentioned Bhishma and Drona. These two great souls, Bhishma and Drona, Pramukataha, Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam, and all others. Pasya Yetan, Samavetan Kurumiti. Samavetan, in the war, Kurun, these Kuru dynasty people, Pasya, you see, Partha, O Arjuna, you see, Uvacha, Krishna says. Krishna not only parks his Ratham there, Krishna says, specifically tells Arjuna, you look here, you look at Bhishma and Drona and all other Kuru dynasty people who are prepared to fight with you. O Partha, you look at them. Pasya Yetan, you look at them. There is thus requested by Gudakesha, Krishikesha, O Bharata, having placed the best of chariots in between the two armies, facing Bhishma, Drona, and all our rulers of the earth, spoke, O Partha, behold, all the Kurus gathered together. Swami Prabhupada gives the meaning of Gudakesha. Gudika means sleep, and one who conquers sleep is called Gudakesha. Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. This is the Vyakhana of Gudakesha. Okay. Now, Krishna has already taken the role of not only a charioteer but that of a guru. See, a true guru who accepts a disciple. Of course, the formal acceptance will come in the next chapter. A true guru, out of his compassion, whom he accepts as the guru, he will prick the bubble of a fellow's weaknesses. Okay? That is, Arjuna was always happy. I'm a friend of Krishna. I'm a big chariot. I'm a big bowman. Nobody can beat me in the war. I am Vijaya. He has a very high opinion about himself, and more so that he is a great friend of Krishna, and Krishna himself is riding his chariot. So he is puffed up with pride. But his weakness, Bhagavan wants to expose as a guru. A true guru will mince no words to expose the weakness of the disciple. So Krishna specifically says, you see Drona, Bhishma, and others, and all the Kurus gathered together, because he knows that Arjuna has a weakness for Drona and Bhishma. Okay, which is exactly what he wants to dissolve, because this is a dharma yuddha, and in dharma yuddha there can be what you call it is not a yuddha which is like what they say Hamas striking the sleeping Israelis overnight. No, all the yuddhas in India they followed what is called a yuddha dharma. Okay, so it is a yuddha which is decided after a lot of negotiation, and very consciously for their own reason, which I will later. Bhishma and Drona have taken the sides of Kaurava, though they know that Kauravas are not on the virtuous side. They are adharmic people, still they have taken that side. In fact, if you look at the war itself, as I told in the last Satsanga, there were 10 Akshauhinis in Kaurava Sena and 8 Akshauhinis in Pandava Sena. 10 versus 8. If you go by the democratic norms, 10 Akshauhinis from all over India, they joined Kaurava. It means that the majority wins, and whatever adharma they are, it doesn't matter. All the people in India, majority of the people in India are supporting adharma. Okay. But that is not the way the Dharma Yuddha is planned. They also had their own compulsions to join the Kaurava army, though all of them knew that Pandavas are right. Okay. Except the close relations of Kauravas, all others who joined, they were tricked by Duryodhana into joining their camp. See what Duryodhana did when the war was declared, it was Mahabharata Yuddha. It is a war in which all people from India participated. And Krishna, as you know, was the most popular person in the whole of India. And most of the people from Chola Desha, Kalinga Desha, whatever Desha you talk of, from all the 54 Deshas, Chera Desha, everywhere, they all wanted to have a look at Krishna. And for them, who are sort of Kshatriyas, war is nothing new. They wanted to fight. And they wanted to fight and die in the presence of Krishna. Okay? And they knew that a Kshatriya who fights a Dharma Yuddha reaches heaven. And they also knew that when they die, seeing the face of Krishna, they will definitely not go to Swargaloka, they will go to Vaikuntha. Okay? So that is the reason why all the armies in India wanted to participate in this Yuddha. Okay? Most of them wanted to join the Pandava side. Okay? They knew that the Pandavas are on the right side. Okay? But what happened is, see, there is a, you say the Yuddha Dharma of those days, they'll be fighting during daytime. And then when food is served, it is served in a common camp where Kauravas and Pandava soldiers will be taking food. Kaurava elephants and Pandava elephants will be fed in their own elephant stations. Okay, they all belong to two different. I mean, can you imagine? There is a war between India and China. They fight during daytime, And then at night, they have a party together. Can you imagine that? The war in those days was fought only on principle. It was never personalized. Each person respected every other person. So at night, both the armies used to join the camp. Krishna, Duryodhana, Drona, Bhishma, everybody used to take food in the same camp. And food at the time was served by a Cherokee. He is called Perunjotude Seralada. He did not want to take any side. He said, I will supply water and food to both the sides. Okay. So that was the way the war was fought. Okay. Then why did most of the people join Kaurava dynasty? Kauravas. Here, Duryodhana played a trick. When the armies were all marching towards Kurukshetra, Duryodhana, without telling anybody, without revealing himself, he set up food camps everywhere on the way. He supplied food, water, everything to all the armies from all over India, but they were not knowing who is supplying. They were all thinking that it is a Cherokee who is supplying. Okay. They all realized only after reaching the just before Kurukshetra, Duryodhana stopped all of them and told them he welcomed all of them. They told, no, we want to join Pandavas. Then he revealed that he only gave them food on the way. And the same reason Drona and Bhishma. In Bhishma Dharma in Shanti Parva, Dharmaputra asks so many questions on Dharma to Bhishma. Bhishma answered so many dharmas questions on Dharma. And one question which Yudhishthira asks Dharmaputra, Bhishma is, what is that sin for which there is no atonement? பரிகாரமே இல்லாத பாபம் எது? எந்த பாவத்துக்கு பரிகாரமே கிடையாது? Bhishma says, ingratitude. Being ungrateful to somebody who helped you. There is no parihara, there is no atonement for that. You cannot wash it away with tapas, you cannot wash it away with what you call yajna, everything. You have to suffer. And in fact, that is the reason why Drona and Bhishma, when Draupadi was being stripped, they kept quiet, except that they advised Duryodhana. They also joined the war on the side of Kauravas because they all knew that ultimately Dharma will win. They all knew that Pandavas will win, but then they did not want to incur a sin for which there is no atonement. That is why Bhishma and Drona joined Kauravas in the war. They knew that they will die. In fact, if you see the death of Drona or that of Bhishma, the day before Bhishma dies, Arjuna goes and asks Bhishma, we are not able to kill you. You tell me how to kill you. Bhishma tells him, you keep Shikandi before you. Shikandi is a eunuch. Ali is an Ali, or what you call nowadays, இப்போ ஏதோ பேர் சொல்றாங்க Ali, eunuch, ஆண் பெண் இல்லை ஓகே. So I will not wage war against a eunuch. And he knew that Sikandi has taken birth only to kill him. He says, "You part to Sikandi before you, and I will not use my bow and arrow. Then you keep shooting at me and you kill me." The same thing with Drona. Drona says, "If I hear that Aswatthama is dead, I'll give up the war, I'll sit in yoga samadhi, then Drishtadyumna can come and kill me because he has taken birth only to kill me." So Drona reveals how he has to be killed. So these people knew that they are fighting on the wrong side, but they had no other option because ingratitude is the greatest sin. For it, there is no atonement. By fighting and dying, they atone for whatever what you call food they had taken from them. And the same way, the Kaurava army, when they realized that they had been fed all the way only by Duryodhana, not by the Cheraki, who is a neutral fellow, they had no other option but to join Kaurava, what you call Kaurava side. That is how the so-called majority was established. I mean, it is very similar to what is happening nowadays. You give them biryani and liquor and all that, they vote for you. Same thing. Okay? Our Indians follow the same system here today. Okay? So, तत्रापश्यत् स्थितं पार्थ पितॄन् अत्र पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा स्वसुरान् सुहृदश्चैव तेनयोरुभयोरपि तत्र there अपश्यति he saw station Sitan there Partha saw whom did he see? Pitrun, fathers, also Pitamahan, grandfathers, Acharya, teachers, Matulan, maternal uncles, Bhratrun, brothers, Putran, sons, Pautran, grandsons, Sakim, friends, Tata to Swasuran, fathers-in-law, Sukhrudaha, friends, Eva, Tenayo, Ubhayo, Api. He saw them. So he saw not only his teacher and grandfather Bhishma and Drona, he also saw all his co-brothers, his nephews, his people who are all related to him in so many ways. Okay? And those who are not related to him were people in the Kaurama army who were very friendly to the Pandavas, but who had joined Kauravas because of whatever reasons I told. He saw all of them. तान् समीक्ष्य कौन्तेयः सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत् तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः सर्वान् बन्धून् अवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन् इदमब्रवीत् विषीदन्. The name of the chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Vishidam means sorrow, dukkam. That is, தேம்பி அழறதுன்னு சொல்லலாம் இல்லையா? When you have lost your control or you are sorry, you start crying. It is that state, Vishidanta. So, Tan Samiksha Kaunteya, Kunti son, Tan Samiksha, seeing them, Sarvan Bandhun Avastitan, all the relatives who were standing before him, Kripaya Paraya Vishto, that is overcome with karunya, pity, Vishidan idam abravit. Sorrowfully and with a choked throat, he spoke. Okay. Now, as I told you, I have compiled the Vyakyanas of many authors in this. Okay. Here, another way of looking at the Mahabharata war is the Pancha Pandavas mean the five senses and the 100 Kurus. They refer to the hundreds of distractions, you know, which oppose our spiritual journey. Okay. So, Swami Krishnananda, it's a beautiful book by Krishnananda, Lectures on Bhagavad Gita. It's one of the best lectures on. You can download it. It is from Divine Life Society Rishikesh. You can download it. It is one of the best, what you call, commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita. He says our spiritual journey has to start from where we are. Spiritual seekers who are honest in their pursuit will begin to feel a sense of internal fear and tremor after years of spiritual practice due to various questions that will arise, which did not arise earlier because they had a wrong notion that they think they have to fight against are totally outside. After years of living a monastic life or spiritual life under Guru, a fright of an unknown nature will take possession of the individual. In fact, this is true. You know, you read or you listen to the lecture, you read Vivekananda, you read Sri Ramakrishna, then suddenly you get into a spurt of Viveka, what you call Vairagya. You feel that all this world is nonsense. I don't know why I am born and I don't know why I die. If the purpose of life is to live, then why is there something called a death? If the ultimate end is death, then why was I born? All these questions are, in fact, these are the seeds of spirituality. Without these questions, without finding an answer to these questions, any other spirituality you try, it is only okay. It's a good thing we are doing, okay, in the midst of all the bad things. But the deepest question of a spiritual aspirant is who am I? Why am I born? What am I doing with my life? All the money I have built finally when I go, everything is gone. Then why did I struggle so much? Why all these things, this life? So this deep question, this was what sent Gautama Buddha, Gautama, to seek the truth, and he became a Buddha. Now what happens is, I have seen many young people, they leave their homes, desert their parents, desert their family, and in all earnestness, they join some monastery. Okay, and then what happens is they feel that they have burnt the bridges behind. I don't have anybody now. My guru is everything. Okay, so they keep on practicing. Okay, and spirituality is a very tortuous path. If you are lucky, you have done your sadhana for many years, or if in this life you are extremely serious, you can realize the truth in a trice. Okay? Otherwise, it takes a long time to meditate. After years of meditation, you may feel that you have not gone anywhere. but actually you will not know that, because any spiritual practice you do, definitely minuscule scale at least it does take you up. If you are a Brahmin and you do Sandhyavandana, you practice Trikala Sandhyavandana, you will not know it today. After 1 year, when you look at what you were 1 year back, you will find that you are advanced. Okay. So what happens is, when you do it, you take Hare Rama Hare Krishna mantra, you take the Nama Japa, Nama Yajna, with deep faith in that, you keep on doing it. A lot of doubts will assail you. Now people ask me, Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, who is a great man, why did he die like that? I mean, he died bedridden, I don't know. But actually, this is where you are looking at it. But the way he was looking at it is, he knew that he is not the body. He knew that his Atma is already merged with Krishna. He knew that the body is not himself. And then just as millions of bodies are dying every day, this body is also languishing and dying. Same thing Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna, he realized God. He died of cancer. Bhagavan Ramana, he realized the self. He died of cancer. You take any number of people. Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, he died of prostate cancer. Okay. Now, you and I are afraid of it, but they are not. They have detached themselves from the body, and therefore, to them, there was nothing like that. What we are seeing is their suffering. See, Ramana Maharshi was asked, why you are keeping on moaning in your deep sleep? This is very painful. Then his only reply was, the body is feeling the pain and it is reacting to that. I have nothing to do with it. So that was a state of detachment here. So what happens is, you keep on practicing, Rama Nama Japa or Maha Mantra for many years. Something happens in your life. I mean, you will never know how much you are advanced. Okay, something happens in your life, and then you look at somebody who did Maha Mantra, and let us say, who had a misfortune in his life. See, that fellow did Maha Mantra, and yet the misfortune. One uses in Maha Mantra. It is not like that. It is your samskaras, your karma, and the way your guru. A guru can wipe out your samskaras and karma in an instant if your surrender is perfect. This is what happened to Janaka in the Ashtavatar Geeta. Okay. But not all of us have surrendered that way. And what happens is, we travel, we want to succeed by our own effort. Depending on the karmas and samskaras, it has to get washed out slowly, and you will never realize. So you take a small piece of chandanam, keep on rubbing it on the stone, you will find that it has thinned down in a few days. You take a big log of chandanam and keep on, grinding it. You find years and years for it to vanish. It is same way. Just because you feel that you are not advanced, don't stop your sadhana. You have to keep on doing your sadhana. This is exactly what Sri Krishnananda, Swami Krishnananda says. After years of living in a monastic life or a spiritual life under a guru, a fright of an unknown nature will possess you. Then he says, I have left my I have left my people. I am still ignorant. I have left them to suffer. Is it not my duty to be of some assistance to these sufferers? Then what happens? You forget your what you call the sadhana, self-realization. You start thinking of helping society. Okay? Helping society will come, but it has to be done in a different, as a yajna, as a part of your sadhana, not in place of sadhana. Okay? You have to keep on helping others, but without saying that I have to help others. No, you have to continue your meditation, and what are help you can do, you do is yajna krit, yajna krit yajna guhyam. As a yajna you have to do, you will see the karma yoga. So this I am highlighting very much because there are very serious spiritual sadhakas in our group. Another question that arises in the seeker is, I have practiced meditation for 20 years and have lived in an ashram for 40 years. What is it that I have achieved finally? There will be a despondency of spirit. If 40 years have not brought anything, what is the guarantee that another 20 years will bring something? Perhaps there is some error. Ideal Swami Krishnananda is a real example. A very intelligent friend of his, we living in a ashram, who is founder of the ashram. One day he came to him and he was also walking. Uh, he asked, are you finding time to read the commentary on the Gita by Jnaneshwara, the chapter in meditation? Swamiji, do you believe in these things? He asked me, do you really believe in these things? Okay. He says, at the time Swami Krishna was reading the commentary on the Gita by Jnaneshwara, chapter on meditation, and this Swamiji, who is the founder of an ashram, for 20 years hard working, he says, do you really find these things on the Bhagavad Gita teaching? Do you believe? Do you believe in all the nonsense? His enthusiasm for social welfare and for establishing a center of Hindu revivalism possessed him to such an extent that his nerves broke down, he had a heart attack, and doubts arose in his mind regarding the existence of God himself. He is now in a broken condition. This is not the problem of a beginner in spirituality, it is the problem of an advanced person in spirituality. This is a very powerful warning. You know, we follow different methods. Okay, somebody is a Krishna Bhakta, somebody is a what you call Bhakta of Allah, somebody is a Bhakta of Christ, and so on. Okay, later on it's a Vyavasatmika Buddhi. That is, you cannot keep on jumping from one deity to another. Respect everybody. For your own sake, take only one Ishtadevata. Okay. I have my own Ishtadevata, but I worship all the gods. I go to a nearby, what to call, Vembuli Amman temple. It's a beautiful Amman temple. When I look at that image, I am simply in a trance. Okay. What all I pray to her is, Mother, give me devotion to my Ishtadeva. Let me soak more and more in my devotion to my Ishtadeva. I go to Sabarimala. I look at Ayyappa as my guru because he helped me in times of distress, spiritual distress. I look upon him as my guru and then I pray to Ayyappa. Please give me devotion Please give me the strength to realize my Ishtadeva, which is most difficult God to realize. Okay, the most difficult to realize is is my Ishtadeva. Okay, I may or may not realize in this life, but in love there is nothing like expectation. You love God just because you have to love God. Why do you want to love the child? Because you have to love. That's all. If the child returns love, fine. If the child runs away, it's all right. But I have loved. Okay. It is better to have loved and lost than not to have loved at all. Okay. So we have to continue our what you call spiritual sadhana, but we should always realize that there should be no sidetrack. You can do social service, okay, as a yajna, but don't get become mad. This particular Swamiji, he went to such an extent. He wanted to revive Hinduism. He wanted to revive so many things. Okay, social welfare, Hindu revivalism. He was so mad after that. Finally, what happened is he started regarding the existence of. He started doubting whether God exists. In fact, the same what you call frustration overtook. This maybe it will come somewhere later. The same frustration overtook Buddha. Buddha had meditated. He had tortured, mortified his body to such an extent. He had not taken food for 40 days, 50 days. I mean, the extremes of mortification. But he had not seen God. Okay. Then he became frustrated, and then he was just ready to take the final jump. All my life has been a waste. I have been running after a shadow. There is nothing like the truth, and let me commit suicide. Okay, that is the last assault of Saturn or Mara. What you call in Buddhism Mara, it is Saturn, where of course